Hi everyone, welcome back to DET Practice. Today we're going to talk about one of the important speaking question types in the Duolingo English Test, read, then speak. In this question type, you have 20 seconds to read the prompt and up to 90 seconds to answer. Many students give answers that are too short. Remember, a well-organized and detailed response can help you show your vocabulary, grammar, fluency, and pronunciation skills. So focus on giving a complete, accurate, and relevant answer. Now let's look at some useful templates that can help you organize your answers quickly during the test. Template 1. Describing a subject. When you need to describe a subject, person, place, object, or idea, you can use this structure. To describe subject, I would say it is adjective 1, adjective 2, and adjective 3. In other words, restate the idea using different adjectives or descriptive phrases. Useful expressions include in essence, essentially, by and large, and more or less. These expressions help you summarize the overall impression of the topic. Template 2. Explaining key characteristics. Another useful structure is the key characteristics of subject are characteristic 1, characteristic 2, and characteristic 3. Specifically, explain each characteristic in detail. These attributes define its essence. Useful expressions include distinct qualities, striking features, and inherent hallmarks. This template is useful when you need to explain the main features or qualities of something. Template 3. Highlighting unique features. You can also say, what stands out most about subject is distinguishing aspect 1 and distinguishing aspect 2. Subject would not be the same without these aspects, which give it a certain impression or character. Useful expressions include signature traits, defining qualities, fundamentally shape, and quintessentially. This helps you describe what makes something special or different. Template 4. Capturing the essence. For a more advanced description, try, if I had to capture the essence of subject in a few words, I would describe it as phrase 1, phrase 2, and phrase 3. This striking imagery depicts what makes subject so distinctive. Useful expressions include in a nutshell, encapsulate, convey the heart of the matter, and vividly symbolize. This structure can help you show more advanced vocabulary. Template 5. Describing an experience or feeling. For questions about experiences, you can use the experience of subject can best be described as an experience phrase with a sensory quality or impression. That feeling is what stays with you afterwards because of its ability to create a strong impact. Useful expressions include affects you viscerally, moves you in subtle but powerful ways, makes an indelible impression, and lingers with you long afterwards. This is useful for describing memorable moments, events, or experiences. Template 6. Sharing a memorable experience. For personal experience questions, one experience that stands out to me is experience because of reason 1 and reason 2. What made it particularly memorable was an example or anecdote. I will always remember the key details or moments. Useful expressions include memorable, meaningful, formative, poignant, and indelible. This template helps you tell a clear story with details. Template 7. Talking about a life-changing event. You can say, looking back on my life, I would say event or experience was pivotal in shaping who I am today. It taught me lesson 1 and lesson 2, which have stayed with me ever since. Whenever I take a certain action, I am reminded of that time. Useful expressions include seminal, instrumental, transformative, and defining. This is great for questions about personal growth and important moments. Template 8. Talking about a turning point. Another powerful structure is, if I had to pick one experience that changed my perspective, it would be experience when I was age. Up until then, I saw things in a limited way. This experience showed me a new understanding, which opened my eyes and mind to a broader awareness. Useful expressions include watershed moment, turning point, eye-opening, and paradigm shift. This allows you to demonstrate more complex ideas. Template 9. Talking about travel experiences. For travel-related questions, traveling to place was a life-changing trip for me because of reason 1 and reason 2. Being immersed in the local culture and experiencing new things left a deep impression. I returned home feeling transformed with new insights about myself. Useful expressions include gain exposure to, broaden horizons, shaped my identity or values, and awakened thirst for adventure. Template 10. Describing accomplishments. For questions about accomplishments, one of my proudest accomplishments was achievement when I was age or grade level. At the time, I faced challenges and obstacles. Achieving this goal despite difficulties gave me confidence in my abilities and motivated me to continue improving. Useful expressions include against considerable odds, persevered, spurred me on, and instilled belief in myself. Remember, these templates are not meant to be memorized word for word. The best DET answers are not only about using advanced expressions, they're about organizing your ideas clearly, adding specific details, and speaking naturally. That's all for today's lesson. I hope these templates help you feel more confident in the Read Then Speak section. Want to improve your Read Then Speak score? Try DETPractice with realistic practice, AI-powered feedback, and personalized training. Enjoy your 3-day free trial today and take your DET preparation to the next level.